Hello, I'm Chit Fung Lam Lawrence. Thank you for watching this booster talk for my poster presentation on functional and anaphoric control in Mandarin Chinese. The content of this poster comes from part of my ongoing PhD project. In this video, I will guide you to have a quick overview of the different sections of my poster. You are encouraged to download the poster to have an in-depth look of its content. First, I will start with some background information. Functional and anaphoric control are two control mechanisms in LFG. For English and related languages, control structures are in the form of non-finite subclauses. On the other hand, Mandarin Chinese does not have overt tense and agreement morphology. Admittedly, there is still an ongoing debate whether Chinese makes a distinction between finite and non-finite clauses. In this poster, I cited Hu et al. 2001 and assume that there is no convincing empirical evidence to motivate this distinction. However, there are still subjectless constructions in Chinese that require control mechanisms to retrieve the missing overt subject. In this presentation, I focus on the 5 properties of 5 verbs that allow us to determine the types of control required. The Chinese verbs are 说, say, 让, allow, 叫, order, 想要, want, and 感谢, thank. All the constructions included in this poster show the linear order MP1, matrix verb, MP2, and VP. The first property is about whether the MP2 is a semantic argument of the matrix verb. If a verb assigns a semantic role to MP2, it puts semantic restrictions on it. The particular semantic restriction that is applicable to differentiate these 5 verbs is animacy. For example, the MP2 of order and thank are semantically restricted to be animate. Therefore, they are semantic arguments of the matrix verbs. Property 2 is about whether a pronominal MP2 co-refers with MP1 and/or an external entity. The property provides us with insights into whether MP2 is a lower clause subject or a matrix object. The notion of co-argument domain is invoked here to make the required judgment. In property 3, I look at 2 things. First, is a covered or unexpressed MP2 allowed? If it is allowed, what are the referential properties of the covered MP2? Here, by covered, I refer to an entity that is absent in the C structure but present in the F structure. Property 4 is about the possibility of partial control, which suggests anaphoric control analysis. Property 5 looks at whether VP omission will affect the grammaticality of the construction and meaning of the matrix verb. Please be aware that here I've excluded cases of contextually confined ellipses. For example, in a strict question-answer pair scenario where the VP omitted in the answer is a repetition of the VP in the question. Therefore, a construction whose VP is not obligatory means that the construction still remains meaningful without a VP outside the ellipsis scenario that I just mentioned. Based on these 5 properties, I deduced the control mechanisms for constructions formed by these 5 verbs with a missing overt subject. For example, both allow and order belong to the category of object control verbs. However, allow has a 2-argument frame, but order has a 3-argument frame. Therefore, we can see that without making a finiteness assumption, there is still evidence in this language that enables us to determine the various control structures. That is all the time I have for this short video. Please refer to my poster for further details. Thank you.